Okay.
And we're in this bitch. Hello, motherfuckers.
First disclaimer, it is laundry day here, so I'm in the same shirt, and I do not care. But
Fuck you.
I had to let y'all know so you don't think I'm just that much of a piece of shit. But hey, we're all assholes here. If there were no assholes in the world, we'd all be full of shit.
That's facts.
So,
Pussies never be full of shit. Unless you're drunk and teens talking to you, of course. Then you can be as full of shit as you need to be.
well, that's when you have to lie.
Get out of that. What the fuck else is going on there,
Not much. I mean, we did a bunch of cleaning. You can see too.
a bunch of shit.
We did. Let's put the weather up here. No.
It's like forecast.
We have a
dog hair.
We have a slight difference of studio arrangements today, as you might be able to see.
We got more room, niggas.
Yeah,
We
Will,
made it.
we're doxing Will now. His name's Will.
Hey.
What's up, Will?
I'm Will.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is that?
He makes
Nothing
music and
much.
takes pictures of people naked. No, I'm just kidding.
Video of these guys.
Wait, you have a beach house? What?
No.
Oh.
So that video of these guys.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is. From time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got the time, we will pump these episodes out because people want content, and we're here to make
I
content.
want to give you content, motherfucker. Hey, check out this shirt. I'm not gonna tell you where it's from. You gotta fucking chat or comment on the video.
It's purpleshirt.com.
Don't
I'm
worry
just
about
kidding.
it.
No, okay, real quick though, so the other day, what do you think about aliens, Will? We talked about aliens a little bit the other day.
They're real.
Alright, you think they're real? I know they're real.
Yeah.
Bro, they're
I'm friends
real.
with one, he's over there. No.
Real as fuck.
But nah, for real, we watched the documentary yesterday, dog. This shit had me kind of like twisted. Cause like, it was real interesting at first, but then like, they started jumping in like some real, like, deep spiritual shit. I'm like, y'all just talking about fucking aliens.
Well, the scary thing too is that so now we're at the cusp, the bridge of it's not a debate of whether or not they're real. It's when they do become like just once the disclosure does happen, it's not a matter of yes or no. It's a matter of how and when and why. And the conspiracy theorists that have now been like confirmed that were all along like the tinfoil hat guys, they're like aliens are real, get over yourself, blah blah blah. Now those guys are afraid of how the government is going to allow the public to perceive it. And now it's a matter of they're either going to tell us these aliens are a threat. We need to unify one world order, one world government type deal, and then we have to fight them. Or they're going to be like, hey, they're aliens and we're living amongst them, they're living amongst us, deal with it. It's now like Star Wars universe type deal.
See,
Like Avengers.
every time you see,
I don't know if they can be like Coruscant. I don't know about y'all.
I mean, yeah, but and see, until you see evidence about aliens, like it just looks like they're fucking like toying with us, or like not entertaining us, but like put it on a fucking show, bro. Like playing in the air and shit. Like I just think
They do put it on shows.
I think we're just some type of like crowd. We might be a crowd planet where we just get shows, and that would be lit.
We're an outside project.
Yeah, we're just
We're a show for alien
world.
TV. We're a show for alien
You
TV.
feel me?
No, yeah, like
They're just watching us all the time.
Rick and Morty, where they like they
South Park. Remember the South Park?
Yeah.
Broadcast?
Yeah.
That was fucking
The space cache.
They had the fucking
Space
shit.
cache.
Hey, look at that. They had a taco. They shit ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's a thing. Well, I mean, in the world of it's kind of like The Simpsons too, though. You make enough stuff, you're gonna end up something's gonna turn out to be real.
No, yeah.
Like,
Sure.
but no, back on the alien thing though, it is gonna be crazy. I want to hang out with them. I want to interface with them. Like,
Hey, if some bad alien bitches out there, hey, let's get together and have a few alien drinks.
what if they? Yeah,
Let me
okay.
slip my deny into whatever the fuck.
alcohol.
Alien vagina.
They're like the alien alcohol or whatever they might have. Like, yeah, no, we have no idea. Like, what do they do for fun? They can fly wherever they want. They can teleport or like manipulate gravity. What do they do for fun? What?
It's fucking cool, bro. Aliens communicate with like thought. Like it's all
Telepathically?
Yeah, it's all fucking like conscious like travel. And I'm like, bro, like that fucking.
What I want?
You're in my head.
They're doing all this shit with their fucking minds.
No, yeah, no. I want to. What if they imbue upon us? Like they teach us a new like sense, like that Sixth Sense movie. Or like, think about all the things, all the movies that we've ever been shown that have anything to do with aliens in it. Like, those cool things, they may very well be real.
As well.
Like, Monsters vs. Aliens, or whatever.
I mean, think about all those movies too. Like, they also have like, I mean, it's not everybody, but they also have like maybe one or two people who was actually in that line of work. You know what I'm saying? Like a doctor or a fucking
like a consultant.
like a high-end like confidential consultant.
The crazy thing is, too, Area 51. Area 51's not even where they do this
It's not like they moved all the shit like away. They never moved all that shit out. Remember, it was like old ladies like walking up there like, I'm not communicating.
Yeah, she
with
would.
the aliens. It's telling me to walk to this mountain. Like, no.
Alright, but if the alien.
Don't shoot the old lady on the mountain, bro.
Alright, so.
Just turn her around.
Just imagine them being abducted by an alien, and then you're the crazy one with the tinfoil hat. You're like, I swear to God, I got abducted.
Bro, the dude we were watching last night was acting like this nigga was in and out the spaceship. He was like, yeah, I was in the bedroom and I had a really crazy dream. I got up and I just boom, right in the spaceship.
You see that one guy? There was that one guy that was like, yeah, I was 17 when I joined the military. And then afterwards, I came back from a 20-year tour on Mars. And he was saying that your consciousness and your spirit, your soul, is transferable through like fluid, like it's fluid.
Yeah.
And they can put it into another clone, like another body. And like I was like, holy shit, that guy's off the deep end. But like. but also too, like I'm gonna pull Boondocks. What's his name? Oh my gosh, Mace Windu. There are known unknowns. There are known knowns. There are known unknowns. There are unknown knowns. And then there's unknown unknowns. There's things that we don't know that we don't know. There's things that we know we don't know. There's things that we know that we know.
That we don't.
And then there's things that we don't know that we already know. Like, but seriously though, if you think about it, like I know it's just a cartoon.
Nah, yeah,
But
like, people drop like coins.
yeah, but we have no idea. We have no idea. Like we don't even know. Like all the rumor about or the it's not a rumor. It was a bullshit myth. Where they're like, oh, you can only use 2% of your brain. Like this isn't Bradley Cooper and Limitless where it's like I take NCT.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Joe Rogan told me to take this pill. I'm taking it. I swear to God,
Yeah.
I'm bald now.
Alright.
That shit.
But that's bullshit. Your cognitive ability is not limited to 10% of the capacity of your brain.
No.
Like it's doing other stuff. Like you don't have to think about breathing, do you? No, that's because that's a percentage or some shit. I'm
That
sure.
shit really fucking dumb.
Imagine if you had to concentrate to digest food. That would suck. There's percentage points right there going to why you can't have 100% mental cognition at all times.
You know how bad it was so concentrated like poop out of steak. Fuck that. I didn't digest.
Oh shit! I should have had A1 sauce.
Come on now, you almost there. Get out there.
I'm
I
trying
can
to
do
be
that.
Tesla for one ticket on a free.
I mean, depending on who you are, you're pretty much coaching the shit out. You don't want to drop no names, trust me.
I'll send you a picture of Justin Little, and you can put him up right here. So like honestly right here. I want that to be like poof.
Somebody give this man a job.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Just give him a job.
Yeah, no, it's not good. He's doing bad. quit his vape. He quit his YouTube vaping channel.
Unfortunately.
And Justin, if you're listening, which you probably
Yeah,
are,
we're gonna blast some Jets babes on you.
Justin, if you are out there, he deleted his entire channel.
All the videos, everything.
Elijah's calling me. Elijah,
Fuck you, Elijah.
dude, I got Elijah good the other day. Yeah, alright, that's Elijah.
Get ready for it, bitch.
Yeah. Alright, so I called Elijah up the other day. This is stolen from Sopranos, but it's still hilarious. I called Elijah up the other day. And I say, what's up? What's up? Oh my gosh. And I go, first thing I say, you remember your first blowjob? He's like, of course I do. I was like, yeah? How long did it take the guy to come? It just absolutely annihilates him on the phone. Oh, shit. It sounds like I'm dying, but I actually just quit nicotine. I'm 13 days, I'm not wearing a watch, 13 days off it, so I still have been coughing up a bunch of bull crap. Like, it's terrible. But I will say the way I rationalize that is anytime I do, like, whatever that's what I'm spitting out, no longer staying in my lungs.
Bro, I've been slowly, like, trying to halt my, like, meat intake.
Your meat? Oh, from that documentary?
Yeah.
Lots of homo. It's
But,
June, we can say homo.
We're not a corporation.
I have a girlfriend, I love homos. See? No.
But,
We are not a corporation.
like, I need to stop eating all meats. Like, I need to slowly transition out of, like, meat, pork, all that. Like, I'm going straight to, like, tuna and, like, fish now.
Tuna?
I mean, like, it's not bad. It's probably the worst thing you can eat, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
So how to give up anything is probably like, I didn't say much.
yeah, I think the main takeaway from that was three things. One, the food industry lies.
Lies.
It's all lies.
Bigger than cigarettes.
And so they said that they took the documentary is called Game Changers. It's on Netflix. Hannah Jandreski, she has flipped her life around, done a bunch of cool stuff like with the gym, and she's become way healthier than anybody I know. And like, you know, we're all pieces of shit comparably. She was like, yeah, blah, 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 like watch this, it'll piss you off. And it did. But pretty much any meat bad for you. I'm still gonna eat meat, but I think the main takeaway was do not eat meat every single day. It's like you need to eat meat like 3 times a week at max. But pretty much we have all these industries that rely on each other. Like the pharmaceutical industry piggybacks off the food industry. They rely on the food industry to feed you complete shit. So that way we can treat whatever it is, so that way you can still continue eating the bullshit that they're feeding us.
Kansas.
Yeah, and then all along the way, they're also like abusing animals and stuff. And I'm not gonna get all PETA and all sad about that shit.
I'm not gonna tell nobody else.
Yeah.
But I mean, like we can tone it down. Like,
Consumers control the market.
Like they probably shows like majority farms over like used for slaughtering and raising livestock compared to like farmland, like not livestock but produce and shit. It was crazy. It was like probably like a 100,000 acre difference.
Yeah, no, we use so much to land to not only just to have livestock in general, but to grow the food for the livestock to feed them.
A lot of that shit, like I worked on a fucking Purdue chicken feed farm. Like all we did was scoop barley all day, all fucking day. Shout out to it's hard work.
Yeah, you get paid nothing. But hey, you gotta have them eggs cheap at the store.
I mean, no, like dude I work for gave like the head honcho like house on the farm. Like he really don't pay nothing around.
But yeah, what they'll do is they'll put you into debt.
Hell yeah.
They'll put you into debt, and Purdue and all them, what they'll do is they'll lease a chicken house. So like, but you need those. They lease like the rights because they'll have their like architectural science, like farm architectural science people come in, design like the most efficient way to cram as many chickens into a little silo thing. Not silo, but barn. It's not even a barn, it's a shelter. Yeah. Yeah. And it'll be just enough for them to squeeze as many chickens in there as possible. Like a little water feed line, like on like both sides, so they can, you know, the chickens can drink and such. Get a little hammered. And then they sell you the rights to that, so you still it's built on your land, and then leased to you, so you still have to pay them. And then they also take a cut of the chicken. They take a cut of the yield of the chickens, whether it's the meat or if it's the eggs. They'll do it. It's like every time you buy something, the government taxes. Every time you sell something, government taxes. Every time you make money off of an investment, taxes. Same thing, except for it's not the government; it's a private corporation. And nobody even gives a fuck. Like, do you know where do you eat eggs? Do you have scrambled eggs? Alright, well, do you eat bacon? Yeah, do you know where that came from?
A pig.
Oh yeah, I know, but like, where was that pig at when he got killed?
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, okay, but you have no idea the geographical location of that slaughterhouse.
No.
Yeah, you have no idea. Yeah, just like there's alright, so if you can look this article up. There's a percentage of human meat in beef, and the FDA allows it. Yeah, because they allow it because they're like, all right, well, people are gonna get hurt on the job with the meat processing. They're gonna lose a finger or two every now and then. And that's just a risk you're gonna have to deal with. That's a risk you're gonna have to take.
Might get the finger back.
So there is a chance that if you've ever had a ground beef preformed patty or like McDonald's or whatever, that you've eaten like a fingernail.
Or maybe a testicle.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's even more unsettling, but more protein. You know. Oh, yeah. But yeah, no. So like that's
just don't get ground. Don't touch.
moral of the story. Fat chicks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm talking about chickens. Fat chicks. I'm serious. Too. There's a fly in here. There's two. There's two flies.
If I catch one on camera, I need that to be like.
If you catch it on camera, we gotta get chopsticks next time. Like,
Daniel's son.
alright, no, but fat chicks, back to fat chicks, or should I say hens, they cannot walk more than like a foot. They genetically modify the bodies of them so much that their actual like breasts and they make their wings really small so they don't have to clip them anymore. And so like the chicken gets so big the muscles grow faster than the bones. And that's why you get such fatty, like huge meat on drumsticks and stuff, is because the meat grows faster than the actual bones of the chicken can. Yeah, KFC's doing they're doing Petri dish chicken meat now. Yep. You can Google all this. It's fried, like fried product. Come get a bucket. That's what they call it, a bucket. Like, come get a bucket of 10 piece. Yeah, that doesn't say 20 piece chicken bucket. Alright, real quick. Why? Yeah, look, we're gonna die anyway. I just want y'all to be aware of this. Yeah, but I mean, I don't care today, but you know, like I'm not trying to be a hypocrite because I had a double cheeseburger from McDonald's today. Like I don't care. Like, but I'm aware. I'm at least conscious of it. Like I'm aware of it. It goes on. It happens. But can the people at KFC can they just stick with one kernel? I'm serious.
Yeah, this is kind of pissing
when
me
they
off.
change it up, I'm like, dude,
I don't fucking care.
I like Norm McDonald. I like Norm McDonald as the Colonel. Yeah, no. Get yourself a bucket. Like, all right, I'll go to KFC, and then they changed the guy.
I'm knowing now. KFC girl.
What's up? Fuck you.
Product.
So yeah, no, dude, like the South Park, where they're like, I need you to move things. They make KFC illegal.
Oh
And
yeah.
it shows how dumb it is. Yeah, they make fried chicken a black market product, the KFC, and they're like, oh dude, like this gravy's cut with Boston Market gravy. It's like, you trying to blame me, man? Don't wanna fuck me, Eric. Oh gosh, yeah, no, and
They still don't watch South Park after all these episodes.
I don't know what to tell you. It really, people think it's a kid's show or like it's like stupid for adults. But if you really actually watch South Park, there are so many undertones and underlying things that they have gotten so accurate. Like it's so accurate about. I mean, say like we just said earlier about The Simpsons. If you make enough episodes, you're bound to have something to be right. But years before, like 5 years before, I probably could have been the last 3 maybe, they predicted the Washington Redskins team name switch. They started a GoFundMe, and they were like, we're gonna start a GoFundMe with
Washington Redskins, go fuck yourself.
yeah, because the trademark got pulled because it was offensive. And years later, the Washington Redskins ended up changing their name, look where they are now.
Show your girls knowledge. Why you have to change teams' name? You don't even watch sports.
Go team.
Go support the WNBA. They're hurt.
No,
They're
dude.
really hurt.
No, dude, the WNBA needs to get paid more, bro. And look, alright, we just got canceled for laughing at that. Alright, so, but the thing is, the reason why we laugh is because people will be like, girls will be like, you're a piece of shit for not like thinking that the WNBA should be. Well, I'm cool with the WNBA getting paid more, but if they get paid more, if you get paid more than you bring in,
I heard they
it's called bankruptcy, and then they don't get paid to do what they love anymore. They just are they're unemployed and they're just really tall girls.
And my only problem is don't say you want to get paid like LeBron and jump on the same show.
Well,
At the end of the day, it's all entertainment.
and also too,
Only entertainment.
there's the fan base is just not there. I mean,
It really could be.
if it was there, it'd be proportional.
There's some beautiful and some real ballers in the WNBA and like the whole league.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Like, oh, we need to get out the way, let fucking the big girl Brittany Griner just dunk like 3 times during the game.
Well, and also too, the sad thing is that sorry, feminists. But the girls, the feminists that are like, you need to watch the NBA and the WNBA and support them.
You
They're
need
not-
to watch the WNBA.
They're not the ones that watch sports. Like the girls, listen, do what you want with your hair and all that stuff. But if it's blue and it's really short, and you're like complaining to me about not watching the WNBA, and you're a girl, and you're sitting there telling me that I'm not treating women right, or I'm not supporting them, you need to be supporting the WNBA. Like
Women don't support women.
They-
That's a real problem.
they make money off of viewership from advertisements. So like the more people that are watching, the more money these girls that's what they want to do for a living are apt to make. Like they have a higher opportunity of doing that. And
Hey, guess what? Women are 50% of the fucking whole world.
I think they're more than 50%.
51, 51 point something.
Yeah, let's check. Oh my god, send an email.
I swear to God. Look, if y'all are more than us, there should be no reason why the WNBA shouldn't get paid as much as they get. Because I'm telling you, I'd rather go see a junior college girls basketball team ball.
Alright, let's
49.6.
49.6%
49.6.
women.
See, so if all of y'all watch as much as we do, like, we'd be doing great. What'd you check?
Dude, see that bug right here? There's a bug on my Mac.
Google.
Male population in the world. Revealed there were
It was 2017. So,
49.6% are female. Alright, so, alright, okay. Alright, wait. Women percentage, we're gonna do women percentage in the US because in the world that's not fair. 50.52 In
more. So there's
So
midget league.
there's like 160 million women. Or like 160 million because the United States is like what, 320 million? I don't know. Last time I saw it was like 300 million or 320 million. Anyways, there are 50% of those people, of all the total people in America.
I'm gonna watch all sports. I'm gonna watch the game.
Like, and I'm not saying you're relegated to only watching women's sports because that's how some people want to spin that.
At the same time, like my brain's just scared of me to watch NBA.
Because you're a guy.
Exactly.
It's just like when Ben Shapiro said, when the girl's like, where's the name in Boy Scouts that you have to be a boy to be a Boy Scouts? And he's like, in the word Boy Scouts. Like men's basketball, of course. I'm going to be more interested in men's basketball because it's going to be comparable to my abilities. And like, that's just it. Like, I'm like,
See, I don't even know if it is or it isn't, but like, this the whole like, the Girl Scouts is one of like a boy, so like not more like a fucking Eagle Scout badge.
they do have a similar
That's
look.
what I'm saying, but like, why don't they make that as prestigious as the Eagle Scout?
It is.
But like, what's the problem?
Yeah, where's the problem?
My cousin got it, and like it was a big deal.
Like, I'm surprised because like, if it was the whole thing about credibility, then
It's literally society now reciprocating the credibility. It's like it's only because it's just like the faith in the dollar. It's just like the faith in the dollar. Like it's worth the United States dollar bill is worth what it's worth because all of our consolidated belief of what it's worth. If everybody had the thought or the backing, the faith of this Girl Scout award being the same level as the Eagle Scout, then so be it. That's how it is.
a lot of my work girls get cheated out of some good shit, bro. Cause they got that whatever that is, like the Eagle Scouts, Girl Scouts, or whatever they get
Don't
that.
find out.
Hey, I got this band. I'm like, what kind of band is that? Girl Scout. And they're like, oh, Mr. Eagle Scout. You
It's
know what
the
I'm
Girl
saying?
Scout Gold Award.
See, that sounds weird, bro.
That sounds cool.
Eagle Scout, yeah, that sounds like
The Gold Award. Like I got gold.
Shout out the Gold Scouts.
Everybody, yeah, dude, like that. I'm an Eagle Scout, so like on the flip side, I committed. Hey Gary. Canadian Mountain Dew. Oh, yeah. Fuck off. Well, like, where's my syrup at?
Canadian bacon.
Hey, yeah, you take your poutine. You go. Yeah. Actually, wait, can we get poutine up here? Do a gravy waterfall. No, yeah, actually, it's gonna make me hungry when I rewatch the edits. I'm like, oh my god. Diabetes. Oh, wait, can we make diabetes jokes? Is that okay?
That's fine.
We got fucking Scott Malcolm.
I give you permission.
Full disclosure, we have now been given permission to make diabetes jokes. Somebody's diabetes. So, fuck y'all.
We got two minutes.
It's probably less than that because my timer started after we have two-ish.
Yeah, like a minute and 40.
A minute and 40? Okay. So when this is at like a minute, we should call it a day. Well, actually, here's my audio is at 28 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, about the same? Okay. So I'll just keep that over yonder. The fly's just hanging out. It's changed screens too, so yeah. Oh yeah. I got dibs on yeah, so what do you want to put up here? Should we put up a funny picture? Wile E. Coyote? How do you feel about Wile E. Coyote? The Acme Superstore. Let's go get some fireworks and attach someone to it. Well, yeah, let's just get a fake cave wall or cave tunnel. Yeah, and have someone run into it. Okay, we're cutting in. We got like 30 seconds up till your memory card cuts out. Oh, almost. I almost flipped and got out of here. It sounded like I was about to poop my pants though.
You're missing the chopsticks.
You got chopsticks?
You were missing them. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
You would have called.
Dude, we can go to Oh, what's that place we're going to?
PF Chang's.
PF Chang's? Yeah. All right. Well, cue the outro. Hopefully, hopefully we find something cool in this one to do a TikTok. You'll see that soon drops. But screw y'all.